Hello and welcome back to Everything Tumbler Tutorials. Today I'm going to be working with a 20-ounce straight from AB Designs, and it is a sublimated tumbler, so I have already sanded and cleaned up this tumbler, so we're ready to go ahead and place the vinyl. So for the vinyl, I've chosen this black and white vinyl from AB Designs. So the plan for this tumbler is to place the vinyl half at the top and then the stiletto gloss from Color Shot at the bottom. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is start by placing the vinyl. Now you could absolutely go ahead and spray paint the entire tumbler red and allow it to fully dry before placing your vinyl. I just prefer to place my vinyl first, protect and mask off my vinyl, and then spray paint. And this way I can prevent any potential risks of ruining or nicking the paint along the way. So once I've gotten my vinyl placed, I'm going to go ahead and use my handy dandy measuring tape and make sure that I have a nice straight line right here down the back. Now my lines did not line up 100%, but that is perfectly fine. I do plan to use nail tape along those stripes, which really helps with this little mishap. So here I'm just going to go ahead and finish trimming up this rim and making sure that my vinyl does not have any air pockets. Once you're ready, go ahead and mask off your tumbler and go ahead and spray paint it any color you desire. Now you're going to actually notice a little bit of raindrops because Nicole was coming through, but not to worry at all, because you'll soon see when I place the first coat of epoxy onto my tumbler, they almost disappeared. I really don't quite know how to explain that, but make sure that your tumbler is fully dry before moving into your first coat of epoxy. For my first coat of epoxy, I am using Set from Counterculture DIY. You will also notice at this point that I have already done my nail tape stripes along the black stripes. I try not to overdo the nail tape, as everyone knows that I am seriously obsessed with nail tape. And if you don't have nail tape, you can always use vinyl. Once you're satisfied with your first coat of epoxy, we're going to go ahead and let this fully cure. But make sure you use your heat torch to pop any bubbles that you may or may not be able to see. Now that our tumbler is fully cured, I'm going to go in with the same red nail tape, except this one is 2 millimeters, whereas the other one on the other stripes were 1 millimeter, which was literally the perfect size. Again, I just wanted to show you this one, as I truly believe that having it on a turner as that extra helping hand will definitely help, especially if you're new to vinyling and or using nail tape. When it comes to doing the stripes and you're using vinyl and or nail tape, I have noticed that if you overlap the ends by 1/2 inch to a full inch, it really helps in preventing the lifts when you get ready to epoxy. So I've chosen this super cute Merry Christmas deer design from AB Designs. And the blessing about this decal and what they can do now is that they offer white ink backings, which literally means they can go on any color backing and you will then still be able to see your gorgeous decal. Placement of this decal, I simply cut off a little bit of the backing, lined it up perfectly on the tumbler, and then I'm just going to use my squeegee to remove the backing and almost let it fall off all on its own. It lines up beautifully and it looks amazing. You just want to make sure once your decal is placed that you don't have any air pockets. And if you do, just use your weeding pen and pop them out. So now that we've placed our nail tape and our decal, this tumbler did not need to be sealed and was ready for another coat of epoxy. For this coat, I am going to be using Set from Counterculture DIY. When working with epoxy and or resin, it's very important to make sure that you've measured them out equally, both part A and part B. If you don't, you will have a tumbler that won't cure. Also, be very mindful of your cure times, as they will be different and vary depending on the product that you're using. Once you're satisfied with your coat of epoxy, be sure to use your heat torch to pop any bubbles that you may or may not be able to see. Here is my tumbler completely finished. This tumbler only needed one more coat of epoxy and she was completed. I absolutely love the red, black, and white theme for Christmas. It's absolutely stunning and super classy. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought. I really want to thank each and every one of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials coming soon.